Hey guys, and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. And in this episode, we unlock a new art for Shulk's Monado. It's crazy to think. When was the last time we did that? Locked in the forest? God dang, time flies. But before we proceed, we do need to make some small party adjustments. Nope, I need to turn that around. Whoopsie-daisy, butterfingers. We're going to be using this party for a good chunk of the episode. Just the heads up. But, yeah. Hello there. Actually, we've met before. How are you doing, Alequa? Isn't the rain just lovely today?
Oh no, what to do? Soon the village will be in danger.
Is it at a risk of flooding? I know it's kind of near the water.
If no one puts a stop to this, we'll all be in big trouble. Hey, what's up? Bit of trouble?
What's the matter, Fiora? Have you noticed something?
Stop pretending you don't know. This person has a problem, so I'm going to talk to them, okay?
Little animosity between the two. Oh gosh.
You listen to what I have to say. Thank you. What happened is, I recently saw some Mechon really close to the village.
Oh god, that's bad.
I always go out of the village and collect scrap nearby. When I was doing that the other day, I saw these huge Mechon walking around. I was so scared, I ran off as fast as my legs could carry me. Just think, what would happen if those Mechon got into our village? Now I'm even more scared. Hey, it's cool, help us all, please, help me. Protect our village from the Mechon.
You got it. I hadn't expected you would be in such dire straits. Naturally, we would be delighted to assist you. That speech bubble looks like it's coming from her, but it's not. We couldn't simply ignore a matter like this.
You really don't mind? Praise be to Maineth. She's always watching over us.
Indeed. Protect the village. A rather simple quest. I kind of mentioned this last episode. We just gotta tear up some Mechon and hope that they don't tear us up in the process. Also, Alequa will open up the second exit for the hidden village. I did this in kind of an odd order, but yeah, now we have access to that. We don't really need it, though, because, well, we already have the black wreckage landmark, so it's pretty much obsolete. But I might as well show it off anyways. Like Alequa said, I hope that's how you're saying her name. There is another exit, and I might as well talk to this Machina villager. That'll set up things for the future, I suppose. And
if you go into Argentha, head for Digit 2 on the Fallen Arm. Past there is Machina's Field. Go all the way up there, and you get to our capital.
Which is more or less our primary objective. But we're still a long way from that, I'm afraid. A long. Okay, not that long. But I want to take care of some stuff, back on the Bionis too, before we, get ready for our final confrontation against Ego. But that's how the game goes. But this is the second exit. I honestly just don't know why it's not available to you at the start. If you just did not know about Alequa, yeah, you wouldn't really know about this. But right over here is where we're heading to. There's a... I don't know how to not make that one spawn. It doesn't really matter. This party is strong enough to take on all three of these things, but we're looking for these meteor artillery units. They are kind of deadly. They have a front-facing, what's the word for it? Cone attack that can inflict topple. It's kind of a problem, but I do not think it'll... Nope, never mind. We're still... Oh, God. I really hope Ryan does not get the topple here. The artillery units also have a really nasty topple spike, which will kill us in seconds. Hopefully that will not come into effect, though. I really just gotta, stop using Fiora's arts. It's such a probably boring thing to watch, but in all reality, you will see later on in the series, if you just watch fights, she does almost a better job generating party gauge than Ricky's Happy Happy. That is not an exaggeration. She's just that good with her auto attacks, and it's only going to get better as time goes on, but yeah, none of these enemies really pose much of a threat to us. You just gotta take down 3. It's honestly kind of boring, but at least it's something really cool, so I gotta show it. Even without Fiora's, ability to have any meaningful skill links, you're going to see she really doesn't need them to do massive damage. She's just that good. I'm not gassing her up, just because she's unbelievably adorable, and she's only going to get stronger from here. There is one small criticism. I kind of understand if you look at Xenoblade Chronicles in a vacuum, right? And we can chain attack again. Are you kidding me? Gosh, I love this. That because now that we are on the Mechonis, obviously for story reasons, there's not going to be a lot of organic life inhabiting, the Mechonis. The Fallen Arm is the rare example there because, well, it's sort of in between the Bionis and the Mechonis, being that it's adjacent to the seafloor and all that. But I don't think it's the end of the world as long as you just actually spread out the content and head back to Bionis to do certain side quests, like rebuilding Colony 6. Excuse me, I did it again. It is. You could have just called it Colony 7. This saved me all this trouble. Monoliths. Oh gosh, that's actually the last time I needed it. Not playing that. That's a happy accident, I guess you could call it. But I personally think it's not a big deal, but it is something I'm mindful of while making a walkthrough. It's like, yeah, if we just run up to Eggle's doorstep, right? It's gonna get a little tedious given all the Mechon that we're going to fight. But we have the last material we need for this Machina lady to fix her door. Sorry it took so long. And is it a good idea to repair this thing when it's raining out? She knows what she's doing.
Great. You got everything I need. Thanks for your help. Now I can finally fix my door and get back into my house.
Oh, what a relief. Another problem solved. Right on. Well, worth the effort. And we didn't have to destroy anything.
I can get back to work now. I can get into my house again. My big sister collected up some scrap for me to repair. The work's really been piling up. Looks like I better get cracking.
And do you think maybe, just maybe, there's another Machina girl who's talking about her sister? Do you think they're related? Yes, they are. Now you're understanding the correlation. And what makes Xenoblade so good? Bro, these could have just been two completely unrelated characters, but no. You notice their sibling bond. You help them out, and then one quest feeds into another. It's so grand. And speaking of that sister, yeah, we should probably turn that into, huh?
Good news, Alekwa.
Not only did we destroy the Mechon, but we got some new scraps for your sister.
You're all such strong fighters. And because of that, you made our home safe again. I want to thank you on behalf of the whole village. We're very grateful.
Oh, stop. Another problem solved. What a relief. Right on. Well, you already said that, right? Then get back to scavenging for scrap. Wish me luck. You don't gotta. We can help out. It ain't that bad as we get some somewhat decent gems. Our first. Actually, I shouldn't say our first. I think the Poison 5 is our first gem of that variety. But we get a big boost to the reputation for the affinity chart of the Hidden Village. And no, I messed up wrong people for this quest. This time with Ricky in the party. Let's try that again.
Hi, everyone. I was wondering if you'd be willing to help me again.
Sure thing. I mean, we're already here.
It turns out the Mechon you defeated were emitting a signal. Now that the signal has stopped, other nearby Mechon have gone on a rampage.
Oh, crap.
That is a worry. Now is perfect chance. Ricky make everyone smile with no pond dance. Ricky, what are you thinking? This is important, you know. Quit fidgeting around. Those large Mechon must have been in charge of all the others. With no leader, they've gone completely mad. If they get as far as the village, we're done for. I'm sorry to keep asking you for assistance.
No, this is totally a reasonable time to ask.
But you're the only ones who can help me. No worry. Ricky know how you feel. Now look at dance. Friends must help with this person. Thank you.
Brave fighters and dancers.
You do realize the enemy is a whole horde of Mechon. Are you still prepared to accept the mission?
You should have seen Dumban back at Sword Valley. This is nothing. But it's up to us to stop the Mechon rampage. And our reward is the armor records. Yeah, this is well worth our trouble.
In all truth, we should be defending ourselves. Sadly, the Mechon have grown weak since we left the capital.
Okay, I'll give it my best shot.
Hereupon show you what he can do.
Hereupon gonna get benched. Shut up, Ricky. All right. Just kidding. I love Ricky so much. He's probably, honest, I don't know if he's my second favorite character, but god dang, he's close. Anyways, here's the deal with this quest. It's a pain. Killing 10 of these Mechon is not challenging whatsoever. And it's not like there's even a huge cluster of them. This is not a rampage by any means at all. But by constantly teleporting to the black wreckage just over and over again, you can quickly just deal with a lot of them. And did I aggro another? Oh yes, I did. Crap. But yet again, really basic quest. There's not much to it. These two clusters just north of the black wreckage in particular are usually my go-to targets. I just like to fight them over and over again. It usually works out pretty good. And if you have Fiora in the party, like I've said, 14 billion times, do a chain attack after chain attack and just be able to get a decent amount of affinity. And why are Dumban's arts like that? Oh yeah, I think I moved them around a little bit while I was doing some things off screen. Practicing some setups, you know how I be. Mr. completely obsessed with Xenoblade and wants to test everything before he goes to record, which is why videos take so long to get out, but we got Orion's top. Oh my god, I think that's it. Okay. Time to dork around more dress up. I think I can finally pull off this look. Normally when we enter a new area, right, I tend to, like, change up our appearance to, you know, just show the progress of the characters. But here's the deal with the Fallen armor set. It's... I don't know. I'm not an artist, but Cat Girl Robot Melia, it looks good on her, but yeah, this one is just so strange. Obviously, like, everyone has different armor depending on who they are. She looks upset. She looks like a samurai pizza cat. You're probably too old to get that reference. Point being, I had to show it off. It's just so funny. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I want to use the full sets because I think they look cooler. Sorry, but hey, if you really want to see the different armor sets that turn our party members into horrible, like, abominations to mankind, I can do that, I guess. Okay, maybe I'm overreacting, but the Orion set in particular I always thought looked really goofy on Melia. Good news, Alequa! Even more scrap! Here you go!
This is the second time you've saved the village for me. I'll never forget that. Now the village is truly safe. I'm incredibly grateful.
Yeah, we averted a crisis. A pretty nasty one that we also sort of instigated. Well, you know, we set the record straight. It's cool now.
As for thanks for everything you've done for me, please take this. It's a collection of research notes left by my father. It looks like it's something to do with the Monado.
The Monado?
Since the Monado is so important to you, I'm sure it'll be useful.
And like that, kind of unceremoniously, Shulk learns a new Monado art. Monado armor. And I just gotta come out and say this. I don't know what they were thinking with this Monado art. Usually, when you say that, it's like horribly underpowered, but in this case, Monado armor is just straight up unfair. For 15 seconds, which, keep in mind, in Xenoblade Chronicles is an eternity, we reduce physical damage and ether damage by 30%. That's not that great, you probably say. Well, it can go higher. Usually when you increase Monado arts, the effective time would increase, but for whatever reason, Monado armor increases the flat damage reduction. If this still doesn't sound crazy to you, you're about to see. Now that we have a Monado armor, we can actually go fight that Titan class Mechon back on Sword Valley with relative ease. You're about to see, because that's what we're doing next. Transitions. It's been a while, but it's time for our rematch. Mischievous Naberius? Is that a name? Maybe it's Naberius. I don't know. Is the unique monster we had to save for later. And now we're back with, honestly, not super great equipment on Shulk. I'm sort of like giving him a handicap, making him as, like, just flimsy as possible. I have some ether up stuff and some HP on Ryan because, well, as you'll see, these fortress units do a lot of ether damage, but thanks to Monado armor, now we can at least mitigate a huge portion of that. How I like to do this fight, yet again, I've never really had great success with the... Oh, I'm just gonna start that over. I'll just stop right there. I've never had great success. I've never done the affinity thing at the start, but no. What I like to do is actually go behind the Titan unit and just start wailing on these black nameplate enemies, just to make sure we have some really decent affinity. With Dumban holding the aggro, and actually Ryan's doing a pretty good job too, we will get pretty good tension. So by the time we actually go to fight the Titan unit, we're going to be okay. Alternatively, I also kind of want to aggro those armor units before we go to fight it. That way, if we kill them during our chain attack spam, which will naturally happen, go there, boys. I actually want to make sure they don't fight quite yet. Actually, I'm going to just do Monado armor, and then we're going to start the battle. Wish me luck. Here we go. This is going to be a lot of RNG, but it's always going to start the fight off with Mega Flamethrower on Shulk for some reason. But because we have Monado armor, this does take into account damage over time effects, which is really nice. Now I'm going to position myself in such a way where I can get backslashes, and we are good to go. We already have the defense down from Slit Edge. We might as well just start with the backslash to try and generate more of our, what's it called? Our party gauge. We're going to do some lariats just to try and get some damage, and oh, that's so tempting. I really hope we get the extension here. I guess we'll see. Soaring Tempest ×3 might be able to... Oh, God, no! Oh, God, no! I mean, we killed at least one Mechon from that Soaring Tempest, but we did not get the extension. That is really bad. I'm gonna, oh god, this sucks, okay? This did not happen in practice. Here comes Titan Stamp. As you've seen in previous episodes, that was a move strong enough to instantly kill our entire party. But if we time things correctly and get Monado armor in effect, we will severely reduce that amount of damage, and basically, it's just not even going to matter. I need to make sure I heal Dumban, though. He's taking a lot of damage currently, and I don't like that. Might as well Shadow Eye myself, and yes, we can now survive that move. It's super cool. Unfortunately, Dumban didn't dodge, so we're all dazed, which really sucks. I really just want to go for a Monado Buster on all these guys to get them out of here. But it won't matter. Oh god, oh god. Okay. Ryan dodged that. That's good. I guess knocking down these guys would not be a horrible idea. We'll get our party gauge back, so it's really no downside, but I don't know if this is what the developers intended for us to do, but this really, oh god, that's almost too perfect. Makes short work of the Titan unit, whatever the dump his name is, so long as you have decent, you know, links with your other party members. Chances are, you and Ryan should at least be on, like, good terms. At least I'd hope so. He's kind of a pro. We'll get the extension now, and now we can go crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you ready to see some hurt? Bring it on, Naberius! Blah! Oh my god. And we're still going. It's GG. When Dumban's got his Blossom Dance, it's over, bro. I don't care how much HP you got. You can't handle the dance moves. We win. Okay. Was the necessary? No. But we saved it. And that is the final thing we need to do here in Sword Valley. Believe it or not, there's no real reason to come back here. All the ether cylinders and everything, they're sort of obsolete. And we get our affinity coin for everybody. We got the Blade Gear helmet, which I kind of want to look at. And oh god, it just feels good for a whole plan to come together. What really made this possible was, believe it or not, Monado armor. It really helps you out in visions, even if it's not readily apparent, but also upgrading the anti-Mechon weapons for Dumban and Rhine really just helps out your damage output. It doesn't seem like it, but legitimately, just obviously increasing your weapon damage increases all your damage. So now that that's done, we're going to do a victory lap, head back to the Fallen Arm, and help out more Machina, just to spite the Mechon menace. Yeah. I mean, you know, we're also doing it out of the kindness of our heart, but gosh. Alright, I need to chill out. I'm just kind of hyped up, but next quest we need to take care of is actually here inside of Junks. Need Melly out in front so she can get some, hopefully some more party affinity with Shulk. I'm really trying to get that going, but oh gosh, it's a struggle. So this party doesn't seem like too optimal, but just sometimes I have to make certain parties for, you know, quest reasons. So hello there, Voltac. I hope we're not interrupting.
You've come at the perfect time. They've discovered the base of the Mechon attacking our village.
Really?
You may already know of it.
Tell me in greater detail. We just got here. I'm still kind of new.
They launched their assaults from Digit 1 Crevice. It is quite removed from the sites they normally attack. That is why it took some time to pinpoint the exact location. This brings me to my request. Can you defeat the Mechon there? You are the only people I can turn to.
I would of course be willing to help if my friends are. I'm kind of worthless by myself.
I feel as though I've asked you to do so much already. I wouldn't want to impose.
Oh, please. She's a princess. She'd be more than happy. Actually, she's the emperor now, but destroy the broken Mechon. Believe it or not, the first digit is the base of their operation. I don't understand because it's literally, it's just out in the open. It's basically a beach, but we gotta take Voltac's word on it. So here's the thing. I did not mean to do that. That keeps happening in this series. Jeez. Here's the thing about this quest. It is so, like, I don't want to say it's easy, but, like, there's just nothing to it. Go beat up the Mechon, who, at best, will be a yellow nameplate, right? Not the end of the world. It's just so weird. I'll play as Ryan. Why not? I actually really like this party a whole heck of a lot. So, he's just chilling out here. There's nothing really to it. Yet again, not, like, super, like, involved quests. They're not bad either, but just kind of meh. Bro, do you really want to mess with me? I just beat up 10 of y'all in that last quest, alright? But, come right over here. The Broken Machine, the Broken Mechon. That's even worse of a name. It would be at least weird if they called it a machine. He's just so easy. There's nothing to him. Shisha! Mission accomplished, sir. It was honestly sort of laughable.
You've done it. Now I can leave the village in safety. I hope I was some help. You know, Melly's the cheerleader from the back. You get him, Shulk. Even though it's Ryan doing most of the damage. We Machina will never forget what you've done for us. I know that no thanks will ever be enough. But please take this.
Oh, no, dude. Give me the affinity. Give me the XP. It's totally cool. As we get Kumulo Cutlass. Reminds me of Columbo. Anywho, and a massive boost to the reputation for the area. And for quests, that's pretty much all we can do now. It is true, I Wanna Be Homs is available to us, but just a heads up, these parts are so annoying to get. I'm gonna have to, like, do that in between episodes or something. So, to sort of fill up the gap for this episode, it's time to do some heart-to-hearts. We've sort of been lacking in that regard, and as I still need some time to boost the affinity with Fiora and the rest of the party, yeah, we're just still not doing good on that. God, getting gifts is such a pain. Some of them you'd expect to be easy to trade for, but no, there's plenty to do in Fallen Village. We're gonna be back. And it's also not a Fallen Village, it's the Hidden Village. You get the point. One thing I do want to make mention of, though, in that last battle, Shulk actually maxed out the 4th skill tree branch already. How the dump? So now he's just straight up immune to getting debuffed as far as his stats go. Crazy. It's hard to believe, but yeah, he's already on his 4th skill tree. The rest of our party, though, is not faring as well as you understand, like Shulk. Actually, never mind. Ricky, what the? He's outpacing Shulk. What the dump? Okay. Point being, though, we also need to basically backtrack to Bionis. For a multitude of reasons, I really want to get additional skill trees for Charlotte and Ricky, and that does involve some quests in other parts of the game. But I also, now that we just got Fiora, we can do a ton of heart-to-hearts on the Bionis, so I figured now would be a good time to start that. To sort of, you know, hope that she performs better in combat. I don't want to make it sound like, oh, she's so horrible, but no, legitimately. It takes some investment to get her to her full potential. Not to spoil the sequel of this game, but there's also a mechanized, somewhat character in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 that is very similar. In fact, almost kind of like her little sister in that regard, but it's more or less the same story there. If you put in the work, and if you put in, you know, you're going for 100%, that's what really is going to unlock Fiora's true potential. And a kind of stepping stone to that is, believe it or not, this heart-to-heart. Brother and sister. Let's see what Dumban and Fiora want to talk about in Alkmaar.
Ooh. Alkmaar's a wonderful city. Don't you think, Dumban?
It is indeed.
My heart belongs in Colony 9, but I'd love to live here someday.
It feels a little spacious for you.
What are you talking about? I like big places.
I guess you could get used to it. That technology is incredible, for instance. Especially the weapons.
You never change, Dumban. Always on about fighting.
That's me. A born and bred killing machine.
You know there's more to you than that, Dumban. I heard you saved everyone's life. And more than once.
It's nice to know. I'm appreciated around here.
I wonder if I should try and move here one day.
You're serious about that?
I can hardly go back to the colony looking like this.
You worry too much, Fiora. Those are good people back home. It'll be like you never left.
Are you sure? 'Cause I'm not.
Of course I'm sure, Fiora. They owe you. When times are bad, your smiles save them all.
That's nice of you to say.
I'm sorry about all this. I should have done more that day.
It's not your fault, really. I've gotten used to this body, for better or worse. I'm the one who should be doing more to reassure you. You really don't need to worry.
It's fine, Fiora. Hey, when we get back home, will you make me my favorite dish?
Okay, one Dunban special coming up. But you and Shulk need to work on your vocabulary. If I hear it, yeah, great, thanks, one more time.
But it really is great, Fiora. Dunban doing the best he can to reassure Fiora that everything's going to be okay. Besides, like, you know, the great hero Dunban, if he says, hey, if anyone makes fun of my sister, you're dead. That'll scare him straight. I don't think it'll come to that, because as we know, the Colony 9 people, they're, oh, hello, Jirak. Didn't know you teleported straight in front of him. Usually come here at night. But moving onward, we have another heart-to-heart with Dumban, who I just can't get enough. I won't lie, I wish like he got more of the like spotlight in the story instead of Shulk. But he's just, I don't know. The heart-to-hearts really save that in my regard. But a gift for a loved one. Charlotte and Dumban? Oh no! Ryan, don't look!
Dumban, you look happy.
I know, you're getting married? And to whom exactly?
All right. That was just a wild guess. So what's up?
Fiora gave me the most remarkable present.
Oh? Is that what's in your hand?
It is indeed. It's a rare insect found only around Colony 9. Take a closer look if you like.
Oh, I hate creepy crawlies. I'd love to. Thank you.
Gotta be polite after all.
Well, it does look unusual.
We don't get those at Colony 6. She remembered the exact type I like. No wonder you're beaming. Wouldn't you be if someone gave you something you liked?
Yes. Getting presents always feels nice.
Looks directly in the camera. I wish I got some.
Anyway, if it's something I like, that is.
Yeah. It can be annoying to get something you have no use for. Like fruit. I don't like fruit. If someone gave me fruit, I want to know what to do with it. Just imagine Dumban holding a bunch of oranges. Get them away from me! No!
Well, the thought's still nice.
That's very true. But some people are particularly clueless. The other day, Shulk gave Ricky an old machine part, for instance.
Oh no, he did? What was he thinking? Everyone knows if it's not food, Ricky's not going to be interested.
I was there. Poor Ricky. He was so confused. I just stood there and laughed.
Shulk's a bit slow on the uptake. Maybe he'll get the hang of these things someday.
He certainly needs... refining. He hasn't been giving Fiora anything ridiculous, has he?
I hope not. If he did, Fiora would give him an earful. You really worry about those two, don't you?
That I do, Charla. Because Shulk's the one to marry Fiora. I know it.
Hello, Bionis to Dumban.
Oh, sorry, Charla. I was thinking about a, present to give Fiora in return. Any ideas?
Well, definitely not a bug.
That one's so cute, too. You know, I can't even get mad at Dumban. She literally brought it up first. Like, you getting married, Dumban? What do you think? We've been fighting Mechon for 40 hours straight. Anyway, now that we've taken care of that, I want to end the episode off since we're kind of talking mostly a lot about Fiora. Where the dump is the... Oh, Valley of the Emperors right there. It's right in front of me. Kind of just focusing on two characters that don't really get a lot of limelight together, but their heart-to-hearts are some of my favorite. If I had to say, are they my favorite? I don't know. It's just a combo you wouldn't, like, obviously, like, think, like, dang, they really get each other. But it's the, god dang, that giant ball is loud. What the dump is up with that thing anyway? Jeez. But legit, Ryan and Melia, they surprisingly have really good chemistry. I'm trying my ever so hardest to not talk about shipping, but a friend of mine makes really good artwork about Xenoblade Chronicles when he, I mean, he doesn't do it all the time, but he obviously covers a lot of, like, fandoms and stuff, but, his artwork shipping, Dumban and Melia, Scruffy Turtles on Twitter, by the way. Shout out to Ty. He's the best. In particular, I thought was really cute. But Ryan and Melia can work. I'm the only one that ships it. And this is a good, starting point, I guess, for my, theory. I don't know. Echoes of an ancient time. Now kiss. Just kidding.
It doesn't matter how many times I come here. It still amazes me.
It's impressive, all right. Can't believe it's so old.
Do you not have such ancient architecture near your colony?
Nope. Not still looking all shiny new like this. Magma Ruins is the closest, but it's taken a beating over the years.
And it's truly a unique place.
So that globe thing, what's that all about?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer. It's a mystery to me, too.
Let's go throw stuff at it. I mean, take a look. I guess you wouldn't know, but that thing roughed us up good.
Then my guess would be that it's the nerve center of the tomb. Perhaps the tomb's defense system were activated.
Yeah, Yeah, that's a possibility. Do you know how it works? Ether or something, right?
You're probably correct. But how is that possible? This was built many years ago. The technology to extract high quantities of ether energy is new.
Us Homs could do with that. Could you like tell us? You know, little cultural exchange. We're a bit behind with stuff like this, so floating cities and flying machines are a bit advanced for our lot.
If you're in need of technology, we'd be happy to share it with you. We Hyentia will no longer shut ourselves away to others.
So you'll help us? Brilliant! I'm all getting shouted out by old Square Stash. He hates it when we don't find cylinders.
Who is this Square Tash?
Forget it. It's nothing, just me blabbering on. You reckon one day we can make those airships like you lot have? That'd be amazing. Always wanted my own plane. Cheers, Melly. It's gonna be great!
I feel we've drifted slightly away from the subject at hand. Regardless, from now on, Hyentia and Homs will work together, hand in hand, or restore Colony 9 to its former glory and beyond.
Heck yeah. Legitimately. Civilizations coming together and sharing information. Why the dump would we not do that? And again, in our modern age, that still doesn't happen. I don't know. Been thinking about that a lot lately. Like, yeah, obviously, some countries are better off as far as, you know, economical power goes. But, like, legit, what if we did have, like, you know, more art and music to... Oh, gosh, why is Shulk getting so close to the camera? I don't know. If we did have a world where everyone, like, shared everything, you know... I know it's a complete, like, just dream, but a world without borders, and everyone could share in everything. Gosh, it'd be great. We could have so many more stories from different cultures and everything. It'd be grand. You know what's not grand, though? The I Wanna Be a Homs quest. I effing hate it. But we better get started on it. Or at least I'll show you my desired way to farm this specific material. So, believe it or not, we're going back to Valak Mountain, and I might as well head up here to the Hollow Bone. For this quest, we need 2 Lexos hearts from this specific enemy, and it is not fun to fight. It sucks. I actually tried to sandbag by still equipping my anti-Mechon weapons and just letting Ricky go ham on this thing. Just trying to yoink, and then I reset the encounter and then try to get... No, I got AP. Oh, God. It can use that move and actually knock you off. That has happened to me before, and it ain't cool. But by the time you, like, get this quest, you're probably going to be a lot higher level than this thing. It's just one of those things. You know how it is. Sometimes the chest can also, like, fall off, and it's a pain to go get, but, yeah, it's a rare drop. I'm gonna have to grind it in between episodes to get it. But, that should just about do it for this episode, guys. We could do more heart-to-hearts and all that, but, I think we're doing things at a pretty reasonable pace. Like I mentioned before, I do need to, sadly, gather a lot of materials so we can see more heart-to-hearts with characters like Charla and Fiora, who we don't use a lot in combat. So, I appreciate your patience once again. We're just gonna end things off on the beach, because I like it here. As always, thanks a ton. Slowly but surely, this project's coming together. We're just scraping away at all that content. Eventually, we'll get to the bottom. Or I guess in this situation, the top of the Mechonis, which is where Eggle is. But that'll have to be in a future episode. Thanks again. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.